Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Media Night here on Omnibros Live on the Omnibus Collectors Network. It's your boy Gio here, still petitioning for an Inhumans Omnibus, and I am joined by two awesome co-hosts that I love very much. This way, Omnidog.
Heyo.
Yes. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing? Love
Doing
back
well.
at you.
It's been a great day. Nothing fancy happened. I'm just feeling like upbeat for some reason today.
Good.
And of course, Comics Guide. Lou, how you doing, man?
What's up, man? Good. It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. People used to hate Wednesdays. I like it. It's fun. A lot of shows are popping up. Video game news. I get to hang out with awesome people. The chat's always great. It's all good.
Who hates Wednesdays? What's wrong? What's the big deal with Wednesday?
That's the cliche. Wednesday, middle of the week. Oh my god.
Oh, hump day. The work week's not over yet.
Yeah.
I feel
Wednesday?
I feel like really only coal miners should be able to object about their work. Everybody else, I think, has it kind of easy compared to like coal miners, sewage workers.
Yeah. Gooey duck farmers.
Gooey duck farmers.
I for some reason I just remembered about gooey ducks now. It's super inappropriate, but
wow, I don't. What is inside your head? That's hilarious.
A lot of weirdness.
Gooey ducks on the mind of Gio.
Yeah. James, I saw that and I thought you were typing because you see that on your phone when somebody's typing. I'm like, what are you typing? And it's an emoji, of course. Hayden, thank you for joining.
Wednesday has seemingly become the day where everybody drops everything lately. It's weird because it used to be.
Oh, you mean on drops? Oh, media stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's streaming services. We have so much shit to watch over the next few weeks in terms of content to digest. We've got already The Boys. We've still got Miss Marvel. Obi-Wan just wrapped up today. My wife and I just finished watching Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness because that's on Disney Plus now. And what else? Umbrella Academy just premiered today, their new season. It's wild.
Yeah. Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
And to think I grew up with just 3 channels of nothing. Yeah.
Paramount Plus dropped in the UK today. Nice.
I'm so far behind. Oh, I hate myself. I have Paramount. I'm like 1 season behind on Discovery. Then there's that new Star Trek show, and then I'm 2 seasons behind on Picard. I mean, that's the whole reason I got that's the only reason I have the service.
Yeah.
I'm still not watching it.
I think you need to take 1 day out of the week just for media stuff. And
That's a good idea.
Like on a Sunday, just watch all the shows on a Sunday. That's it.
Sunday media day. Well,
yep.
Not a bad idea.
I do. That is a good idea because I'm focused so hard on reading comic books and trying to put out content like once a month. I'm so bad at putting out content, but I know I have a quest that I have to finish in Forbidden West before Kelly comes back over Sunday.
Ooh. So
I have to play Horizon Zero Dawn. So that kind of counts as media, but not watching television. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's my life.
Oh, snap. Umbrella Academy today. See ya. Just kidding. I can do both. You better put Umbrella Academy on mute and just imagine that what they're saying, it's our voice on the show. And we're dubbing.
Yeah. Umbrella Academy continues to be one of the best shows, I think, out right now. It's so much fun.
Speaking of Umbrella Academy, before we go into it, let me remind everybody that today's show is sponsored by the fabulous folks at In Stock Trades. Get your omnibus, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, manga, and more up to 50% off. If you make an order of $50, you get free shipping. Fantastic customer service and wonderful packaging at InStockTrades.com, your home for all things collected editions, and the proud sponsor of Omnibros Live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network.
And next Monday's Gift Card Monday.
Oh, hell yeah. That's going to be fun. A lot of people are going to tune in. Hopefully you guys enjoy the show and you're able to win a gift card at $50. You're going to want to own it or get it, because there are a lot of books coming out next week that you might be interested in. And you can grab an omnibus at a discount. How cool is that? Free shipping.
That is cool. Let's think how we could fuck with the viewers to make it harder on them to get a gift card.
Maybe
One
like
time,
a trivia question or something.
A trivia question about one of us to see how much they pay attention, because anything else they could Google. They can't Google Omnidog's broken tooth on pizza, though.
I can. I won't say anything. We'll see. Because I was going to say I can ask them about something related to my thing. No, I won't, because then you guys will know ahead of time.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, we could come up with a trivia question on all three of us.
Yeah.
And then only the person that gets all three right can enter into the contest. That way we can annoy a ton of people.
They're going to leave dislikes.
Do you have a trivia?
I do, yes. When Jess bakes a pie, what is the secret ingredient that he adds to it?
It's not love.
It's not love.
Boy, I may have only told you that. I don't know that I told the viewers that. That's the thing.
That secret will go with me to the grave, by the way. I want to try that.
You're talking about the dough, right?
Yes.
The secret to the dough. Yeah, my mom taught me.
I think we've done a lot of shows. I think at some point you might have mentioned it, maybe on a holiday episode or something like that, because it would seem appropriate to have that information out there on a stream like at Christmas or Thanksgiving or something like that. So
we can ask it, but I feel like I've only told Lou in the chat that when we got into that conversation, I think it was last week. I love that chat because it goes from one topic to the next within like boom seconds. We're just like on a topic, boom, new topic, boom, new topic, boom. Me and Omar arguing, boom. Gabe chimes in.
Lately, however, like I've been taking weekends off and I try and not use my phone as much. So I disappear on the weekends and then I forget. And then you guys don't see me at all on Mondays typing or anything. And when I look at the chat, it feels so alien to me. I'm like, wow. And then I start posting again Tuesday all the way up to Friday. It's weird.
I have noticed that you've gone silent on weekends.
That's on purpose, just to focus on other things. Because I'm not reading as much. And I told myself I need to read more for my channel. Because even though I collect more manga than graphic novels or whatever, I made a promise on my channel that I was going to review every single manga series on my shelf. And I've been a little bit slow on that. So I want to do more of that on the weekends and get through my backlog.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I get it. But that's the only way.
Yeah.
But you're not doing the giveaway, Hayden. It's Gio that's doing the giveaway.
PayPal's me $10. I rigged the giveaway so they don't. I'll think of something clever for Monday. So I know you guys really don't do single issues, but the latest issue of Silver Coin came out, and I have two words: James Tiny Onion.
Tiny Onion. That's the horror anthology?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah. I do single issues, but I have not picked that up.
What issue is it on? Have you been reading it?
No, I think it's on 12, 13, something like that.
Oh, wow.
The talent behind it is very stacked. Like it has a who's who of writers that take turns and drop single issue stories and stuff like that.
Okay, so one writer takes the whole issue?
I believe
that's multiple stories.
Issue 11 dropped today. Yeah. And the second trade paperback came out back in May.
Okay, Peace and Love. I'm waiting for that collected edition that's hardcovered. I'm not doing it. I've been strong.
That's going to happen.
I've been strong with this Descender. I haven't looked at Descender at all, or Ascender rather.
Mm-hmm.
Ascender. I know that's going to get collected because it's by Lemire, who seems to be putting out a book a week.
Yeah.
And what else? I've stayed strong on a book Lou doesn't like, Department of Truth.
I've heard it gets better.
Oh, okay. I stayed strong on Something's Killing the Children, and I got rewarded with and I got burned on Lemire's Black Barn book. I can't even remember the name of it.
Gideon Falls?
Gideon Falls, yeah.
Gideon Falls.
I bought all the trades. Sorry?
You didn't care for it?
Oh, I loved it. I got burned because I bought all 6 trades and a big giant hardcover came out. That's I'm trying not to buy
trades.
I'm trying not to upgrade, but I did upgrade Catwoman and Camelot Falls or whatever that book was that I sent to you. Once in Future. Once in Future. Yeah, I upgraded both of those.
I still think Joshua Williamson has the best silver coin issue so far. Nice.
He's a good writer.
Very good writer. Did you guys see that Tom King will not be getting a deluxe edition hardcover for Batman and Catwoman?
Oh, that sucks.
For Batman and Catwoman. Okay, explain.
That's the finale for his run.
Yeah,
right?
That's technically the finale for his run. Remember, he was supposed to do 100 issues. We mentioned this, I think, on Monday. But he broke that last part off into its own series. I think it's like Batman and Catwoman or something like that. And I think I read that it's only getting a standard edition hardcover. It's not getting a deluxe or anything like that.
Boo.
So, well, here's what I'm worried about. No, I'm not worried about the spine for Batman 6 because they already blew it with 5. That's a black spine. So it's going to be deluxes and then a standard. That's as long as it comes out in hardcover, I guess I'm happy. But I get it. I get that you're frosty about it, and I am too. But I'm not going to complain. I'm not a coal worker nor sewage worker.
Or a gooey duck farmer.
Or a gooey duck farmer. The worst job of all, whatever it is.
You know what a gooey duck is, right?
Yeah,
No.
It's like a clamshell seafood thingy.
A phallic-looking seafood thing. Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
It's in the sea. Yeah. I've seen it on sushi menus before.
Next to Maginot, thank you for joining, buddy. Do you happen to know what happened to the Cat Shit 1 Omni? I thought it was supposed to drop this week in wide release. Who publishes that omnibus? So I can look for it.
Are we just going to let that go? That there's a Cat Shit 1 book? What the heck's that about?
I'm lost. Yeah, I'm lost.
Cat Shit 1.
Let me share the screen.
I mean, you could have sprung that on me on Real Manga, Fake Manga.
Oh, yeah. Cat Shit 1 would be my Star Wars fighter pilot name.
This is Maverick. This is Cat Shit 1.
So it says here, this is by Motofumi Kobayashi. I'm going to read the brief description here because it was a Kickstarter. Mr. Kobayashi's story follows the exploits of 3 soldiers, Botaski, Perky, and Rats, who belong to a reconnaissance team called Cat Shit 1. It depicts the daily activities and dangers they face from Vietnam in the 60s to Grenada and Afghanistan in the 80s.
Wow.
They are depicted as anthropomorphic rabbits, the 3 characters.
Is this a manga?
I've never read it. But it had a Kickstarter campaign and it was backed. And it's by Antarctic Press, but I don't know. I've never actually read it. Sorry.
Okay.
Next to Maginot.
I'm actually interested in it. If it's like Western style, I'd be interested in reading it. Because that sounds really fascinating. Next to Maginot, what's the deal on that? Is it manga or Western style?
Exactly. Let me see if I can find some pictures of it.
Did you see? I don't know if you Do you guys? No, you wouldn't have any reason to. The vinyl group that's part of the offshoot from the Omni group. I forget what it's called.
There's a vinyl group in the. Oh, I didn't know that.
Bowie's Turntable. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Psycho Cleveland tagged me today on the books he was reading and the music he was playing and what he was drinking, which is what I love on that page. But he's reading the most obscure stuff, and I'm like, dude, it's like he said in the chat the other day. Like, one book's called Goiter, and this other book, let me see if I can find it. I was just like, what in the world are you reading? And he said only the good stuff, and I was like, are you though? Groups, Bowie's Turntable. Okay. It's got to be the only thing. Yeah, here it is. Kung Fu, Goiter, and Musulman or something. I can't. Let's see. I think he's got iced coffee there. He's listening to Grant Green. Here are the comics.
Oh, okay. That's a thick lady.
He's got a good setup there.
Nice.
That's a big cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lives on iced coffee, I think.
I'd love iced coffee, but it's so dangerous for your health. So much sugar.
Is it really that bad?
Well,
I love it, but like it has a crap ton of sugar. So I try and avoid it.
I drink mine black, so it's okay.
Black iced coffee? You're brave.
Yeah, I switched to black coffee in 2018, and it was not an easy transition, but now that's all I drank.
I don't know how you do it, man.
I know but like G was saying, it was the source of calories because I'd sugar it all up and cream it all up, and it was delicious, but it was unwanted calories. And both Patty and I now drink black coffee. Maybe that's a trivia question for Monday for the viewers that are watching.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Can you see this okay? The drawings for Cat Shit 1?
Okay, yeah.
I'm trying to zoom in, but I don't know if it looks all right.
Well, the premise, I thought, sounded really interesting. And I understand now why it's called Cat Shit 1. I thought it had something to do with cat shit. If it's manga, you never know.
I think it is manga, since the author's Japanese, but it looks like a regular omnibus from what I'm looking at here. Next Imagine, do you know? Let me know.
It's one of the more infamous cult classic mangas, damn it, of the 2000s.
It is manga, but stylized. And by all appearances, very easy to follow visually. I've yet to read it either, but it's one of the more infamous cult classic manga of the 2000s.
Okay, we have to write this down. Lynn Claire stylized?
Lynn Claire.
Hey, Siri. What is Lynn Claire's style?
Okay, I found this on the web for what is Linda Claire's style. Check it out.
Linda Claire wedding dresses. Siri, you suck.
Lynn Claire is a style of drawing created and pioneered by a Belgian creator, the one that did Adventures of Tintin. It uses clear lines. It uses clear, strong lines, sometimes of varied width and no hatching, while contrast is downplayed as well. Cast shadows are often illuminated, and the style often features strong colors and a combination of cartoonish characters against a realistic background.
Wow.
So what was that guy's name? Hergé? Hergé? Oh, we have Cat Shit Hayden in the chat now.
Oh, nice. Nice. With the avatar. God bless. We got the best fans. I love you.
Yeah, I'm sure we have more interesting fans that are watching that D-bag Omar who's up against us right now.
We got the true hardcore fans.
That's right. They probably have us both on right now, and they're going back and forth.
Yeah.
And I don't
I
blame
do
him.
have
Amanda's
Switch.
easy on the eyes.
I do have a Switch game here that I wanted to show before we talk about other comic stuff. Do you want to take a guess, just randomly, of what I got?
You have a Japanese import called Itsu Bidiashi, which is about fleas on a dog and the life they live.
I will say
It's not
there is
about
a game about dog soldiers, and it's actual pups with machine guns strapped to their backs, and they shoot at enemies. But that's not what I got today.
You know,
Uh,
that's
watch
another game we could play with Geo. Real game, fake game, because
Fake
he's always sending us those games from that are like Japanese imports that
Yeah.
are crazier than Mr. Mosquito ever was.
Oh yeah, more eye candy here than normal. Thank you. That's true. Catch it, Hayden.
I don't know. Amanda, I have a kind of crush on her, even though she's married with children.
There you go.
Lynn Claire's 2022's leitmotif.
So you kind of you got the Japanese stuff because this was
It's Japanese.
It's let me Google something before I make a fool of myself. Well, the makers are Japanese. Who created this?
Okay, what's your guess, Lou?
Yeah, Lou, take a guess. It is Japanese. It's a Sega themed item.
Oh, well, you didn't give me that. I would have gone with Dead or Alive too.
Oh, that would have been fun, but no, it's not that.
It's not Sonic, is it?
No, it's not Sonic.
I would have guessed that too.
Created
Yakuza?
by Takashi Oda. Created it. Okay, so it's Japanese.
It's nothing involving Yakuza, right?
No. I got for the Switch the House of the Dead remake, limited edition,
wow!
or the Undead edition. And look at the hollow foil cover here
with
the zombies.
That's cool.
That's
Really
boss.
cool.
So they remade it, light gun action. I'm a huge fan of light guns. Sucks that it doesn't work like a gun on the Switch, but whatever. And when you open the slip, it has a slip cover. It has a bunch of goodies inside. You get, whoa, that's a lot of cool stuff. All right, so you get the thingamajig. What do you call this? The lenticular
Good word.
thing.
Lenticular leitmotif. Lin style.
I got stickers
Cool.
with a fat redneck zombie with a chainsaw.
And this was originally a game that came with a light gun that you used?
It was an arcade game, and
okay.
you get the two guns, and then it was ported to whatever system it was, Dreamcast maybe, and you can use the light gun. But since modern TVs don't use that technology anymore, the Switch relies on motion plus sensors. You just point the Joy-Con like you're shooting, but that's boring. I wanted like a new type of gun or something, because the old light guns, they used to have like recoil effect when you would shoot and reload. That's what I want. So you get the stickers, and I love that one of the stickers is the crosshairs. I don't know if you can see it, the cross thing on the gun over here.
Oh yeah. And it's, just so you know, it's pronounced Linya Claire, not Lynn Claire. Linya Claire.
Linya,
Lingnay. It's all good.
Yeah, I think the comment that was this year's leitmotif is perfect. Linya Claire.
So I get some standees. Here's the redneck zombie.
I made out with a girl named Linya Claire in college.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to Linya.
So I got two of these bad boys. Pretty gross and awesome standees. I'll make them stand up later.
They came with a lot of stuff.
And the actual cover for the game looks really cool too. Look at that zombie. He's so proud of himself. The House of the Dead. Sadly, inside, there's nothing. No instruction booklet, no reversible art, nothing, just the cart. But
I wish
I'm
there
a
was
physical
cheap out.
collector.
I wish they wouldn't cheap out on that stuff, man. I miss the days where you had booklets and stuff inside the games and everything.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Now it's the limited runs and strictly limited, and companies like that do bonus stuff and instruction booklets and goodies. So yeah, that's what I got. Just one game.
Cool.
It's pretty cool, man.
Speaking of zombies, Umbrella Academy is out, season 3. Lou, why don't you tell everybody, spoiler free, what you thought of the first 3 episodes? You said
I've seen the first
3. Episode. Something?
Yeah, first 3.
Okay.
No, I've seen the first 3 episodes. Yeah, I absolutely. I mean, I continue to love Umbrella Academy. It continues to be weird, and it scratches kind of that itch where I haven't been the biggest fan of the little bit that I saw of Doom Patrol. I know I've heard it gets better. Didn't really quite do it for me, but this does it for me all the way through. This is so much fun, man. Even though it's starting to feel a little bit samey so far, because the plot is once again the end of the world is coming, and they have to try to stop it. So I'm like, okay, well, you're kind of recycling the main thing, but the thing about Umbrella Academy is I don't think it's necessarily so much about them trying to stave off the end of the world or stop it or whatever that may be. I think it's more of the interactions among the family and that dynamic and all the different characters and how they play off of each other. The biggest thing going into this was I was wondering how they were going to handle Elliot Page, who is formerly known as Ellen Page. She transitioned to a man over, I think it was about last year or 2 years ago, something like that.
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, I was really curious how they were going to handle that, because I was of the mindset that if they were just going to go forward and they weren't even going to address it and they would just go, okay, well, this is what it is. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. It doesn't really change how I feel about the character of the show. They lean into it really head on in the first 3 episodes, where it works really well with the plot because they lay the breadcrumbs the previous season, and she being Vanya, the character, transitions into Victor through a whole segment involving 3 episodes, and they they lean into it because it's a family dynamic. And when she does make the announcement and she shows up as Victor, and she goes, well, this is who I am, the other characters are like, all right, cool, yeah, that's fine, and they just address it and then they move on with the plot. So they don't make a huge thing about it, but they show that her character has wanted to do this for a while, and she's finally accepted and loved herself enough to make the transition, and now she's being referred to on the show as Victor, as a man. And
cool.
Doesn't really affect the show for me in any way. I honestly think the way that they handled it was really well done. It was beautiful. It's a tightrope of a subject, especially nowadays. That's where I was more concerned. I'm like, this could go really wrong if they write this the wrong way and handle this the wrong way, because we've seen that multiple times throughout countless TV shows where they make light of it or they don't really address it. And I'm like, well, no, they handled it well. They did a fantastic job with it. Klaus continues to be my favorite character on the show. The Sparrow Academy that they introduced this season is so great. They are so much fun. And yeah, 3 episodes in, continues to be one of the most fun shows on TV. Highly recommend you guys watch it.
Cool.
Nice.
That makes me want to go back and watch Inception. I remember she was great in that. That whole movie was crazy great.
Mm-hmm.
I like this comment. It doesn't have anything to do with Umbrella Academy, but I like it.
I never made out with anybody named Linguini, though.
I mean, when we eat linguine, aren't we? Never mind. Okay. Let's move on.
No, finish that sentence.
Aren't we making out with the pasta when we eat it?
Depends on the sauce.
Because we're like sucking all the noodles in. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, yeah. I shouldn't have encouraged you.
Between that and the zombies, I'm sorry. Umbrella Academy has been amazing so far on 305.
Yeah,
He's on episode
season
5.
two,
Oh, he's on episode 5. Gotcha. What about Super? Super is an underrated dark. It's a dark movie. It
What
messed
is-
me up.
fucked up, man.
What is Super?
It's
Dark
a
comedy superhero drama that James Gunn did.
yeah. It has Dwight from The Office and Elliot Page in it years ago, and it is bleak. I laughed at it, but I was like, this is a really uncomfortable laugh that I've got in it.
It's like if Kick-Ass happened in real life, but as a drama instead of a comedy.
Yeah.
Was she Ellen Page back then?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Huh.
who was the Rainn Wilson's love interest? It's somebody famous that I like.
I forget. The cast is great. Kevin
Yeah.
Spacey plays the bad guy in it.
Yeah, and Kevin Spacey, or
Not Kevin Spacey.
I know Michael Rooker's in it.
Oh my gosh, Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon plays the bad guy.
Oh. Kevin Bacon. Was it Jennifer Garner? Was she's the one in the movie?
Ooh, she's
Or
in
was
it. Okay,
it-
I'm writing this down.
Wait. Let me check, because there was somebody that is related to superhero movies.
It's a guy that basically has a mental breakdown and he decides to dress up as a superhero.
Oh,
and-
okay. I remember this. Yeah, what Rainn Wilson was doing. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Okay.
feel bad for not guessing one of my celebrity crushes. It's Liv Tyler. She's the former love interest.
If it's Liv Tyler, she's okay. I
I
have more
like
crush
her.
on Jennifer Garner.
I thought growing up, I thought it was funny that two of my crushes are Jennifer Connelly and Liv Tyler, and the two of them played the same character in Betty Ross for the Hulk movies.
Oh, she looks too much like her father, Liv Tyler. I feel like I'd be making out with Steven Tyler.
I had the biggest crush on Liv Tyler growing up. Just the hugest crush, man.
I can see it. In Lord of the Rings, she was alluring.
Plus,
She was very-
you remember when she did the music video for her dad, and she was all sensual and stuff? That was creepy.
She was all what?
Sensual in the video.
I never saw it.
Her dad directed the video, and she's like super sensual in it and dancing and all that stuff while he's playing off in the background with Aerosmith. I just thought it was weird. Even
That
back
sounds
then.
weird.
Yeah. But yeah, she's
Steven
great in
Tyler.
Lord of the Rings.
Steven Tyler is starting to look like that grandma that shows up to the family cookout
With hoop earrings
with hoop earrings. He really is.
and a shawl and stuff.
Oh my god, dude.
Speaking of crazy, I wanted to. We didn't talk about it on Monday. I don't know if it was out on Monday. I'm not too sure. We'll find out in a couple seconds. But Marvel announced that the Planet of the Apes is returning as a comic book. So we're
Nice.
getting new Planet of the Apes comics next year. Announced with a new teaser art from Salvador La Roca, Marvel promises their new Planet of the Apes license will include publishing comic book titles, collections, and reprints. Some of Marvel's Planet of the Apes comics were previously reprinted in the early 90s by Malibu Comics. Blah, 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 blah. We're thrilled to welcome Planet of the Apes. The new saga in the pipeline is going to explore the limits of what this beloved franchise has to offer through bold comic storytelling, and we look forward to setting foot on this new adventure. So what do you guys think about Planet of the Apes?
Is it being written by Steve Orlando?
It doesn't have a writer yet, so hopefully not.
That'll be
Would they
literally
s-
the monkey's paw.
It comes with a curse.
Oh my god.
Although I'm
Here's the
mixing my
cover.
episodes up. That's pretty
Here's the-
boss art.
Yeah, that looks good. That looks really
I'm
good.
interested. I want to check it out. But does this mean no more crossovers with the Green Lantern Corps?
Yeah.
I think that ship has sailed. unfortunately.
That's right here. This book.
That's an amazing book.
Yeah, this is amazing, and it makes
Is
sense. It all makes sense. They do it really well. Sorry?
Is it really that good?
Oh, it's really, really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom in DC. This is the CBLDF cover that Nate Burkholtz hipped me to. But yeah, it's really good. There's like an ultimate power ring that's so powerful, the Owens dismiss it to a different dimension so no one can find it. And of course, Sinestro is out to find it. And one of the apes finds it. It lands on the Planet of the Apes dimension. And one of the apes gets it and becomes a green. Well, here he's like an orange lantern or a yellow lantern. And I'm not sure, but I forget what color he is. I read it a while ago, but it's it's really well done because the Planet of the Apes guy gets the ring and becomes a guardian, and then Hal and Guy, a bunch of Green Lanterns end up going to the planet trying to find the ring before Sinestro can get his hands on it. And I guess it was Guy and Kilowog. It's really well done. There's a bunch of different lanterns in it, and having a Planet of the Apes guy have a power ring, that was That's a boss idea.
Mm-hmm.
It goes all over, and here's Sinestro shows up, trying to get the ring, and okay, there's Hal Jordan, and his costume changes. Now he's got the rage ring on, so I think it changes with his mood because originally, in this, he empowers somebody to be like of his beloved. He gives her power to become like the Violet Lantern, so it deals with all the emotional spectrum stuff. It's awesome. I highly recommend this book. It's a blast. Who wrote this?
That's really cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, Below Zeros wants to know who wrote it.
Robbie Thompson wrote it and Justin Jordan drew it. No. Robbie Thompson did the story. Justin Jordan wrote it, and the artist is Barnaby Bagenda.
The art looks great.
Yeah, it's highly readable and highly fun. I think you can still go to the CBLDF page and get this hardcover if you want, or it's still available as a paperback. But either way, it's pretty boss.
Do you think that will go out of print and become rare for collectors online? Yeah.
I don't actually know. When I got it a couple of years ago, there were still plenty, and I think the paperback's still in print, and this is just a standard size hardcover. I just liked it because, of course, it looks like a Green Lantern cover from the Silver Age, and Cornelius has the ring, so it's just see here he has it's changed into the orange of Larfleeze, so it changes with his emotions. I think I'm going to need to read this again.
It's $50 on Amazon right now.
50?
Yeah, it's $50, and that's out of stock on in stock trades. I think this might be on its way out, Jess.
Oh,
I remember getting it. I have it on my whatever Amazon's doing. I don't know if Comixology still exists, but I do have it digitally on my tablet.
Well, that might be the way to get it. I would go to where I got it was the CBLDF website. Comic Book Legal Defense Fund. CLBDF.
That's so random. That's so random for them to have it.
CBLDF?
Yeah, because you would think like, oh, go to Boom and order the special edition. No, go to cbldf.org.
Yeah, well, they did it special. The special edition was to raise money for CBLDF, so it's been out a while, so there's no way it would be on IST or anywhere else.
It's still out. It's still available.
The hardcover?
Oh,
Yep.
At CBLDF.
I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Here it is.
There you
Comic
go.
Book Legal Defense Fund Donation Center. Limited special edition hardcover, $30.
There you go.
It still says available. It's still available, and you can look down below, and all this is sold out, but not this.
So this has been available for a while, so they must have a lot of copies.
I love the back of the book.
Yeah.
Yeah. See no evil, hear no evil.
For the monkeys, yeah. It's a barrel of fun. Barrel of monkeys.
Nice.
I see what you
Well
did there.
done.
I see what you did there.
And it has the little code stamp of what do you call it? The
Approved by the code of the lawgiver
there you go. Yeah.
instead of the Comics Authority
Comics
code.
Okay, so I don't want to FOMO everybody, but there is the possibility. I don't know if it's a complete license overhaul by Disney, or if they can share the spotlight between the two companies. I doubt it, obviously, because this is DC and Boom. But who knows?
Oh yeah, 20th Century Fox owned it at the time, so it's now moved into Disney territory.
Yeah. So now
Yeah.
you're looking at a Disney property, and that book is Boom and Fox and DC Comics.
Yeah, good.
It blows my mind how much Disney owns now. It's
Yeah.
pretty crazy. You could literally have a crossover between the Alien, the Predator, and the Apes from Planet of the Apes, and it's all under one license.
Here's the number, the ISBN number, sorry. And as you can see here, 3 logos, Boom, DC, Fox.
And
That would be-
CBLDF.
And the CBLDF. That's a tongue twister.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely get it.
Yeah. Everybody get this book. It's awesome.
I read about this. Omar announced a book of Planet of the Apes. Also announced Planet of the Apes Adventures, original Marvel Years Omnibus. The first 11 issues. That's cool.
Below Zero's already bought it. Nice.
Hey, nice. Oh, it'd be funny if you were the last one. Let me check back. And then
Jess
people
pulled that
will be
on-
pissed.
Jess has done that before with in-stock trades.
I sold something out.
There was one item left. It was on in-stock trades, and I think you were the one that ended up buying it.
I think it might have been
remember
Herbie
that.
Popnecker.
The Pop
Was
Maker Saga.
that it?
I think it was Herbie Popnecker.
Yeah.
One time, Taylor and I did a crime corner during the day, and we talked about Shield, Nick Fury Max, and there were 9 copies on Amazon, and we were talking so highly about it, and we felt. I mean, Taylor actually felt like an influencer at that point because we sold it out. All the people on the show ended up buying the book while the show was still on, and we saw it sell out from Amazon. So I think Taylor beat his chest on that one. We had fun with that.
Fury Max is such a great read, involving
Yeah,
the
it
Bay
is.
of Pigs, the Bay of Pigs, and that whole situation, the Cuban Missile Crisis. Jesus Christ!
He goes through everything. Yeah.
Oh,
They go
Raphael,
through
good
his
job.
whole history. Oh, I sold 2 copies. Nice.
Well, Apes, Alien, Predator was already possible before Fox was owned by Disney. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe maybe it's a shared thing that other people can do stuff with. I don't know. We'll see. Speaking of Planet of the Apes, before I move on to the other topics, I hope we still got a few more minutes. Going through old storage, I am mad that I don't have it here with me, so I do apologize on that. It would have been nice to show it, but I totally forgot to take it out of storage. I just saw it. I'm like, ooh, and then I put it back on the bin. I discovered that I own the Marvel comics for Lion King and Aladdin, the Disney
Ooh,
movies.
cool.
And I think the Lion King one, Amanda Connor worked on the cover for it.
Wow.
And it goes for like $20 on eBay, which surprised the hell out of me. I thought it was going to be like $1. Like, wow, $20. And it was only 2 issues, if I remember correctly. It was just like adaptation of the movie into comics. And Aladdin had a little bit more, and that was done by, I think Dan Slott worked on it, the
Wow.
Aladdin stuff. But mine isn't as rare because I do know they have a really expensive book now. One of the first issues is worth a lot of money. But I have a regular cover, and it's in Spanish. Because I was a kid, I was probably like 6 or 7 or whatever. But I don't think it's worth much, but still cool. So
It's still cool to own, yeah.
so that makes me think. I think it would be cool if they get like Indiana Jones, the Disney stuff, maybe in a collected edition. That has a better shot than freaking Alf or the Inhumans, unfortunately.
I'm sorry
Gio,
to
the
laugh,
way-
but can you can you highlight so I can see the avatar of pointy
Oh, I see
nose
what you mean.
Omnibros?
The hell? How did that show up?
That's creepy. That's very creepy.
Especially
That
with the
is-
low res, it
That
looks
is
even
really
creepier.
It looks, yeah, it's kind of a disturbing picture. I don't know what I
Yeah.
was doing.
If I showed you that picture and like there is a current manhunt for this individual, and then they show that low res picture, you would believe it.
I'm on the back of a milk carton.
Have you seen this man? He is wanted by authorities.
Dude, the way you've been pulling stuff out of that storage, man. Do you have like the Ark of the Covenant stored in the back there? Kind of like at the end of the first
Who knows?
Indiana
Maybe.
Jones, man.
Maybe.
Jeez.
I showed off the Jurassic Park thing last week. Who knows what I'll find? I did find a lot of they're not worth anything, but new type magazines. You remember those? They were like collector magazines for anime and manga fans, and they would include posters and DVDs and like demos of like episodes of series. So I was really happy about that. I thought I'd lost those, so I found them recently, and I'm excited to keep digging to see what else I can find.
Where is this storage? Is it a storage like place, or is it storage next to your house?
Next to the house.
Okay.
Geo, Apes getting their Omni before the. I didn't want to bring it up.
Time him out.
I didn't want to bring it up, but you do bring a good point. It is kind of pathetic and sad.
Rubbing salt in the wound.
Yeah, that
it doesn't help that the media guy that they're using on YouTube hates the Inhumans. So that doesn't help me one bit.
Would the media guy be named something rhyming with Fomar?
We shared. That's his first name. I have my second name is Omar, so we share names.
Oh, he's a rat bastard.
Yeah. Does 11 issues count as an Omni? It doesn't. It should be an oversized hardcover, but whatever.
It really should.
Well,
really shouldn't
technically,
count.
omnibus means
all the stuff.
All the stuff. So if there's only 11 issues, it technically counts as an omnibus, like how skinny the first Ms. Marvel one was.
Yeah.
Superior Foes.
Hawkeye, Superior Foes. Yeah.
Devil Dinosaur.
Devil Dinosaur.
Yeah. Young Avengers.
Yeah. I'm looking at Young Avengers right now. It is very skinny, but they're also much cheaper.
Marvel will probably get the license of Transformers next. That could happen because IDW is losing it at the end of the year. So, yeah.
I'm selling all my Transformers. Peace and love, but I'm selling all my Transformers. If you want a good deal on Transformers, go to omnidogsvault2@gmail.com. and I'll cut you a good deal on lots of collectible Transformers that I bought when I wish I could say I was drunk, but I was completely sober.
I don't have space. If I did, I would hit you up and buy a couple.
Are we talking about those deluxe hardcovers? The really nice hardcover pristine editions?
Oh no,
these
these are Transformers themselves.
Action figures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like big. For some reason, I just went nuts and bought a bunch of those special, not select. What are they called? They were the really expensive ones. I had no business buying. I can't remember what they are called.
Jess, how many of those Transformers were damaged by Fomar?
He never got to see them.
Nice.
They were hidden. I will show them to Tyler when Tyler visits in 2 weeks.
Tyler's visiting you?
Oh yeah, I didn't tell you that.
I don't think you've told me that.
Oh, I thought I said it in the chat. Yeah, Tyler, his wife got him plane tickets to visit me the second week in July.
That's cool.
So he's going to be here for 5 days.
Oh yeah, you know about this, Lou. We were chatting about the Dragon Ball thing the other day.
Yeah, that's what led to the whole Dragon Ball thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, he's staying with you for 5 days?
Yeah, he's coming in on a Tuesday and leaving Saturday.
You're gonna need a lot of coffee
to keep up with him.
It's Tyler Blunt, right? We're talking about Tyler Blunt
on ADHD medicine now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. I may be telling tales out of school. I apologize, but it's kicked in and worked and made him more focused.
Nice.
Good for him.
But I don't know how hyper he is. I told him there's a 7-Eleven around the corner so he could get his breakfast of an energy drink and gummy bears.
Omar infected Jess, basically. The only Transformers I want, and it sucks because I don't have any room for that stuff, are the Beast Wars toys.
I do have some Beast Wars toys I'm selling.
No. Oh my god.
Gio.
I only have one Transformer. I can go get it and show you. But
well, maybe you need two. He needs a friend.
Beast Wars is my shit.
They put out those pristine Beast Wars ones a few years ago, didn't they?
Yeah, there are a couple that are really expensive.
Yeah, I priced them all the other day because I was going to put them up on eBay. I can't remember what the Beast Wars guy was going for.
We're getting a Beast Wars live action movie next year. Yep, that just recently wrapped up filming. I have complete lack of faith on that property, so I don't know. Yeah,
James, we are going to be doing a show together. Excuse me. We're going to do stuff Wednesday and Thursday, and then on the same we'll be in here doing a live show, and Tyler will talk about his adventures with me, and I'll explain how I've kept from killing him the whole time.
That's going to be awesome. Is this going to be on your channel, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to tune in for that.
I'm going to watch that. I'm watching that.
I'll remind you guys that day.
Please.
I love this comment. Autobots without friends become Decepticons.
It's true. So,
Beast Wars rules. Yeah.
For reference, the Takara Tomy Transformers Beast Wars, the Masterpiece line.
Masterpiece line.
Yeah, the Dinobot one, Geo, is going for about $260 on eBay.
I'm good.
Well,
if I have it, I won't charge you that.
No. I'm good. I can't do figures. The only room left is for the Kotobukiya Darkstalker statues. That's it. I have zero room for anything else.
These look so badass, though. God damn, Megatron is $500.
Yeah.
That's the one I have. Is that where he turns into a truck?
No.
Gun?
Oh.
He turns into a gun,
or
I have one where he turns into the a semi truck. I think that's the most valuable one I have. It's a big masterpiece.
You know what? I'm gonna ask for this for a baby shower gift. I'm gonna throw that sucker in there, that Megatron.
Yeah, think about the father in these things. It's always about the mother.
Nobody ever thinks about me.
No. Come on, man. It couldn't have happened without you.
Yeah, I gotta go through stuff too.
Yeah. As I understand it, you were part of it. So
I would hope so.
yeah,
I would certainly hope so.
that was my understanding.
Aku, they were announced like a year ago, but they're finally coming out this year. I'm going to show them off real quick here. Here is Morrigan, Kotobukiya, of course. They're the Bishoju line.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I remember
Bishoju is
seeing that.
Japanese for young girl or pretty girl, sorry. And they're usually drawn in manga style by the creator of that line. And here's the Morrigan butt, of course. Felicia is also getting one. And the third one is Lilith, which I'm gonna skip on it because I don't want to have two succubus vampires on my shelf. I'm good with just Morrigan.
So are you getting two or just one?
No, I'm getting Felicia here and Morrigan.
And Morrigan. Are those still available or are they out of stock?
No, they haven't come out yet.
I mean, can you still order them, pre-order them?
Through BBTS.
BBTS.
Yeah. But Amazon had them, Ami Ami, Good Smile, and BBTS. Yeah.
I do dig that Morrigan figure.
And you can see here, that's the original concept art, drawing, and the final product.
I see the appeal there.
And the other gaming statue, instead of Lilith, I'm going to grab the what's her name? Mai Shiranui from King of Fighters, which is this character right here. This character.
You know what? We have a baby registry on Amazon. I could add this on there, see if anybody would be
Hell yeah.
to pony up for that.
Oh yeah, I can see the appeal in this too.
Yeah, she got a lot of jiggle physics in the game.
Yeah, sure. I
So
don't know.
I have a little one of my detolves, one of the areas on it, or whatever you call it, one of the shelves or whatever.
Yeah.
I can't. It's dedicated to video game characters. So I currently have Aloy from Horizon.
Oh, awesome.
Chun-Li with her Street Fighter V outfit. Somebody from Mass Effect. Liara to Sony. And the hell? I don't know what happened.
Was Darkstalkers a game?
Yeah, a fighting game from Capcom.
Okay.
Makers of Street Fighter.
Okay.
And somebody else. I got somebody else. I can't remember right now. Let me see. Hold on.
I think also Capcom just put out a fighting game collection for the Switch. Or they're about to, if I'm not mistaken.
It's just 3. Sorry, I made it up. Just three statues for now. Aloy, Chun-Li, and Liara from Mass Effect. So I'm going to add the new ones there.
Is Aloy a Kotobukiya?
No, it was the statue that came with the collector's edition for the PlayStation 4 game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
What is that in the Capcom Fighter collection that just dropped for Switch, Geo?
The Capcom game has all 5 main game Darkstalkers.
Mm-hmm.
One of the Street Fighter 2 versions, Red Earth, which is the first time that it's getting a console release. It's only available in arcades in Japan and emulation, obviously. You're getting the chibi one with the Tetris. What do you call it? Puzzle Fighter, which is the Street Fighters and Darkstalkers characters in chibi form. And I think that's it. But really, from what everybody has been saying, all the people that have reviewed it already, the highlight is the Darkstalkers collection. They get the most love, obviously, 5 games. It's only 3 mainline games, and 2 of them are repeats of the same game, just like remastered like they did with Street Fighter 2. But it's still worth it. It's the first time you're going to be able to get Darkstalkers on a Nintendo platform, because they were previously available on PlayStation 1,
Yeah.
PSP with Chaos Tower and the HD remaster on PlayStation 3, but that was digital only. So this is the first time you're going to get it on the Switch. I'm excited for it. I would have preferred a Darkstalkers actual collection with the cover and everything, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you pony up? Did you pony up? Did you order it already?
Yeah, I have it. I pre-ordered it through Amazon because I don't know if anybody here, like Walmart, for example, they never get games that aren't first-party Nintendo stuff, so I don't think they'll have it. So just to be safe, I'll get it through Amazon. It's going to take like an extra week for me to get it because that's how long it takes, but whatever.
Do they still have GameStop? I mean, they have GameStops in Puerto Rico, right? Are you close to one?
GameStops, they all left. That was a
Really?
controversy back in 2016 or 17. They left because they started taxing the store. I can't remember why exactly, but it was a tax issue. And GameStop said, no, we're not going to do it. And they closed all their retail stores, but you can still order everything online and they'll ship it to your address. No problems.
I still
But
don't know how
physically, there are no
GameStop's
stores.
I don't know how GameStop's still in business with all the online downloading you can do.
Yeah.
It's amazing that you can still go to a physical store.
I haven't been to one in years because I just download all my games. I just get everything digitally.
So this was from 2016. Given the strict tax law changes to from the local Puerto Rico government that it had, blah, 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 has imposed on multinational corporations with operations in the country, GameStop has made the business decision to close all of its video game stores and operations located on the island. That was back in January of 2016.
That's a finger in the eye of the local government.
Yeah. So now I've ordered stuff like the Metroid collection for the Switch. I got it through GameStop on their website. But like they'll charge me a lot for tax and then they'll charge me double for shipping, which is stupid. I don't understand it. Like
you should have me order it and just send it to you, or I'll go pick it up and send it to you.
That's true.
I can send it media mail.
Yeah. For example, a Switch game might be $60 and tax will be like an extra 7 or 8. And then they'll add another 8 or 9 for shipping. I'm like, guys, come on. I'm not going to do this. So that's why I do Amazon. I don't want to support Amazon, but what are you going to do? Shit. And people wonder why game cases are mostly empty.
Chicano Heat asks at 908. He's asked it a couple times. Do you see a
Sorry.
That's all right. Volume 3 hardcover reprint in the near future. If it was Marvel, I'd say yeah, but it's DC, so it's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon.
Maybe. Nobody knows what DC's up to. DC doesn't know what it's up to, so all we can say is perhaps.
It is in better shape than it was 3 years ago. Remember how bad that was 3 years ago?
Yeah. I mean, just putting out a question omnibus, that's big for DC.
Did you see the pictures? Big. Did you see the pictures for the question omnibus?
For the cover?
Yeah, it's finally happening. Like confirmation. Somebody posted it on the Facebook group.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Let me see if I can grab it from Riley's magical mystery group, Omnibus Swap, Shop and Drop.
3 years ago, it felt like Jim Lee was just getting drunk and throwing names at a dartboard and seeing what lands. All right, we're bringing this.
We talked. Taylor and I talked to Philip Kennedy Johnson about that, and Jim Lee's more focused on the digital side.
Yeah,
I don't think he has. I just think that's what he's focused on, is getting stuff on their digital site. I don't know how much he has to do with collected editions.
Are you signed up to that their version of Marvel Unlimited? Is that worth it?
Yeah.
Is it good? Okay.
It's good for modern books. I would say from books from like 2000 to now, from 1995 to now, it's kind of weird. They're pretty spotty on older stuff, like maybe the 80s and the 90s. They'll have like random things that you can get. But it's not nearly as complete as Marvel's is yet.
Okay, yeah, because I remember when I signed up for it a few years ago, I was like, "This is not good." There's almost nothing.
Yeah, they've pumped it up dramatically. I read a lot on it. I'm going to read Batgirls. That's where I'm going to read Batgirls first.
Okay, I'll sign up for it and I'll check it out.
IQ says DC does a lot of silent reprints. Don't go all woohoo reprint like Marvel.
They do that. And that is true. Dark Knight. I mean, Nightfall was a big storyline, and it was a popular storyline. They reprinted 1,000,000, 52, Infinite Crisis. So it's certainly possible. You know what? I feel now that I just said that, and what Lou said about how much better they are now, I bet they, between now and the end of, what year is this? 2022? Ooh, I like it.
That's cool. I like that cover.
I like it a lot.
So this was posted, gotta give credit, Brian on the Omnibus group. He had a haul and got the book early. Apparently some retailers got it early.
Oh, okay. Is that like a Sienkiewicz cover or something?
And this is his haul, but it does have the spine.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I want to see the spine.
It's not coming out. Not coming out.
Oh, I like that. Good.
Yeah, I like that.
It's out. Stop it.
I do like seeing a volume 1 there. That's cool.
Yeah, and there's that 100 Bullets that doesn't have Brother Lano in it.
People were upset. I was shocked.
If you had asked me about 4 years ago, will we get a question omnibus? I would laugh and be like, "There's no way," but I'll be damned. We're getting a question omnibus.
Yeah, I did a video in 2000. Whenever they released "Why the Last Man" and "Absolute," I went on a tear online, as nice as I could, and I said, we don't need an Omni, all the deluxes, and an Absolute. What we need is a question omnibus. And then I went on to list all the other Omnis that we could use. And there's one, so I'm happy about that. Next Imaginaut says, yes, that is a Sienkiewicz cover. Okay, cool. That's the cover to the first issue. I thought I recognized it.
Still waiting for that Green Lantern.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, is Metal happening? It is getting an omnibus, right?
Yep.
After so many years.
End of the year, I think. Yeah.
So if it is, if that's happening, I could see Green Lantern Corp happening by the time the HBO Max thing starts happening, because they are making a show, supposedly. I could see them reprinting or making a Green Lantern Corps Omni for the first time.
I remember when I was... Go ahead.
It is such a shame that book is... So much of it is out of print, because it's just as good and sometimes even better than the stuff that Jeff Johns was doing.
I had those Green Lantern Corps books bound from all the trade paperbacks. Mm-hmm. And I remember Lou and I got in a discussion of how I had two Omnis in my lap because I was reading them together because they go together so well. And I would read a few stories and then I'd read a few stories from Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah.
So I'm never getting rid of those Green Lantern Corps books.
It bothers me because there's a lot of fans out there that they'll read the Jeff Johns Green Lantern stuff and think they're getting the whole picture of the story. And you're only technically getting half of it because a lot of stuff that is central to a lot of characters and how they develop is in those core books.
I agree. 100%. You're right. You are right. When you're right, you're right.
Are you guys picking up the complete Cyberforce Omni next month?
Aku is.
I don't
even know what that is. So
I didn't grow up with this stuff. I'm sorry. I know
is that
it's
a 90s book?
Yes.
Sorry.
But I wasn't reading any of that stuff growing up.
Yeah, no, I don't know it.
Thing. this book.
That's a Wildstorm type book.
That is by Mark Silvestri and Eric Silvestri and Jim Lee and Walter Simonson.
Walt
God
Simonson
damn,
wrote
that
for
is-
that. Wow.
Go back to the beginning to coincide with the groundbreaking 30th anniversary of Top Cow and Image Comics. Top Cow proudly presents the original stories that launched the series, collecting the very first Cyberforce story, 10 Men of Fear. Fans can go back and rediscover the introduction of characters like Velocity, Ripclaw, Heatwave, Psyblade, Striker, Impact, and Ballistic to the world of comics with brilliant art by Mark Silvestri. All this and more gorgeously rendered and assembled in the first volume of Absolute Collected Editions, first time back to print since 1992.
And it
God damn.
introduces the characters Deathblood, Death Kill, Blow
Heatwave,
Kill, Death
Ripclaw.
Everything, Kill You.
And
some of the most
And-
90s sounding names ever. I love it.
and Marie. this honestly, and I'm not. I swear I'm not bagging on it, but this is 90s as fuck. Like if you were to point to me and say what is the most 90s comic, there it is.
Whoa.
Yeah, there it is.
One of those
In
guys is named Death Kill, I'm sure.
I'm 100% sure if you look in Gabe's storage room, there is probably a complete run of this somewhere.
Oh,
with
yeah.
a poster. With a
A
poster.
signed poster.
If I'm right,
Absolutely.
on the same day, Seven to Eternity is also coming out.
That's a book I'm
Ooh.
upgrading because of the art. I have all four. Do you want me to send them to you, Gio?
I don't think so because I have most of the Remender stuff in deluxe hardcover, so I kind of want to keep the trend going.
Oh, yeah.
And
This
probably
is a book.
grab it.
I have to get this oversized art.
Yeah.
Eternity is what we've waited for this book.
I'm
That's
only
gonna be
missing I'm missing Deadly Class Volume 3 and Low Volume 2 of the hardcovers, but everything else I think I have in my
Wait, is
collection.
Deadly Class 3 already come out? Are we waiting for
Yeah,
Deadly
yeah,
Class 4? Oh,
No, no.
we're waiting for Deadly Class 4 to finish it then.
I think so, yes.
Okay.
I think the final issue dropped either today or it drops next month for Deadly Class. I think it's either today or next month.
Oh,
I
it
gotta-
did. Okay.
I think it's
Literally,
either, it's
he's got
either today or
4
next month.
Who has 4 arms?
Uh,
The
Guy
main
in the middle?
character there?
the guy in the middle, right? Because the one in the back that looks like Thanos,
Yeah. It does look like he has 4 arms.
he has his fist up, and then the
I like-
dude with the blonde hair has the 2 hands he's shooting, but then there are 2 more hands to his hip side.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that. And then one guy has an atomic hand. The other guy has Wolverine claws. And that other girl has a leg that's 45 inches long.
It's like a meat clover. You can knock somebody out with that.
You know,
And then I don't know.
anatomically speaking, her body makes absolutely no fucking sense.
Yeah,
Anatomically
that's
speaking.
look how she has 100% radius on that knee kneeling. I mean, it's her calf is flat against her thigh. She is extremely limber.
If we tried to do that, we would be hurting all week.
I couldn't do it. Oh, I have fake knees, so there's no way I could do it.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'd be knocked out instantly.
Yeah. No, I can't even get on the ground hardly.
That's
NFL Dude says there are 2 more issues after the Deadly Class issue that came out today.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Jess, get Cyberforce hardcover. It will go great with your Gen 13.
You know, that is a funny comment because I'm still on the fence about. I have a ton of Gen 13 trades that I bought because I wanted to get into it. I need to give Gen 13 another chance. That first one, because they have some big writers that wrote, like Gail Simone and Warren Ellis. They wrote some Gen 13 stuff, and it makes me. And Adam Hughes did a whole thing. I'm having a hard time selling those and letting go of them. I have a feeling that's going to be a last minute decision.
Gio, I'm sending a link real quick in the private chat. Just we can probably check this out. Whoops, that's not it. That's StreamYard.
Yeah. I clicked on it and I was logging in again. I'm like, what? What's happening?
There you go.
Oh, gotcha.
I thought this would be interesting.
There you go.
Oh, there's Nightfall. Oh, this is awesome.
Number 10. What? Oh, if anybody's listening, this is the most 90s costumes of all time.
Costumes? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Number 10 is Wonder Woman.
I don't remember her in that outfit.
I don't either.
Diana Prince got her own costume redesign in the 90s after she lost the title of Wonder Woman to Artemis, who adopted her costume as well. Diana continued to fight crime, sporting a much more casual look that was basically biker shorts, a sports bra, and a baby blue leather jacket.
She clearly also moonlighted as a dominatrix.
Yeah.
And her leg also has perfect flexibility. Look at that knee.
That's a thick thigh / knee. Jesus
How
Christ.
is that leg so flexible?
Diana's new costume was not well received. Jeez.
Shock.
I wonder why. Shocker.
Whose Fate? Is it Dr. Fate? What the hell?
Yeah.
Who's this? That's Dr. Fate?
Yeah.
That is not Dr. Fate.
What the hell?
Dr. Fate was hit hard by the 90s as the character was literally ripped apart and remolded using the grunge movement as a guideline. Classic Dr. Fate wore light blue, blah, 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 blah. But the new Fate turned these mystical items into bladed weapons and a golden wrapped arm, which was a favorite design feature of the 90s.
Oh my God.
Looking past Fate's tattoo and dyed hair, the character also got a derivative toughest nails attitude ripped straight from Schwarzenegger movie roles and wore tongue-in-cheek graphic tees while he cleaned up Magic's garbage. Yes, he often wore a long duster to complete the forced look of coolness, but thankfully that didn't make it to the new millennium.
Of course he had a duster.
My God.
Pretty
I can't wait to see what comes next.
I can see where you stopped reading comics in the 90s, Jess.
I missed this completely.
Is this what Pierce Brosnan is going to do in the movie?
That'd
be fun.
Oh, he looks so good in that movie.
Yeah, he does.
Yep.
He really does.
Of course, Spawn is here. Of course.
Well, yeah, he led the way.
Number 7, Daredevil.
I missed this. Who wrote him when he was in that design?
Most fans were his solid red bodysuit was replaced with gray onesie with dark red strips on the neck, chest, and arms. The color change was drab and off-putting on its own, but then they added shiny metallic shoulder pads, knee pads, wrist guards, which were completely contradictory to Double D's style of fighting. It's hard to hide in the darkness when you're wearing the most reflective metal ever created. Sadly, he was just one of many who received edgy metal additions to their costumes in the 90s.
Wow, this is awesome. Who's next?
Superboy.
Oh no. I don't
But
hate it. The glasses
don't
are
hate
terrible though.
I'm not digging the glasses. I don't mind the jacket. That's
Awesome
Connor?
song. Yeah.
Well, I did Connor, so
It's all right. Power armor. Oh, as a whole, armor as a whole, right?
Oh.
Armor was also really big in the 90s with all kinds of heroes modifying their outfits into bulkier robotic Iron Man knockoffs. This was usually done in order to deal with lost abilities, as we saw when Stark created armor for Captain America.
Oh, and that's the Spidey armor there.
That Spider-Man, Booster Gold, and Captain America.
Booster Gold.
I don't know who thought Booster Gold needed armor, but okay.
Wow, the 90s was messed up.
Cable, of course.
Well,
Yeah.
let's look at him.
Poster boy.
That's a lot of weaponry.
And he
Grenades.
probably uses like
shotgun shells.
30% of it.
Look at all that.
Wow. Of course, Batman Azrael. Nightfall.
Cleveland Brown makes a good point. They better have Susan Storm's boob window costume.
Well, this is number 3. We'll see.
Uh-oh.
Number 2, Adam X.
I have no idea who that is.
That's a 90s X-Men joke that I don't understand and don't want to understand, so I'm good.
Still one of the biggest jokes of the 90s. Wow.
And number 1 is Prophet. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that. They rebooted Prophet a few years ago and it was brilliant.
Wait, Prophet was a what? What character? It's not the Prophet. Is it the Prophet comic book?
Mm-hmm. It was done by Rob Liefeld, and then who was the one that remade the comic?
Oh yeah, it's the guy that did King City, Brandon Graham.
Yeah,
that's highly readable. I love Brandon Graham's Prophet. I don't recognize this Prophet,
but not the original Prophet.
Yeah, Cleveland Brown, I'm with you. Sue Storm's costume needs to be on here.
Who had the better boob window, though? Was it Power Girl or Susan Storm?
Well, Gio, let's put them up side by side and decide.
Power Girl.
Yeah.
I'm going
with Power Girl. Except they came up with some, maybe in the 90s, they came up with some costume for her that was completely closed.
Power Girl.
Yeah, I'm going with Power Girl.
Yeah.
And if I Google,
okay, there's Power Girl.
Boot window. Can I show this? Yeah, I can show it. No, because sometimes people will do like risque fan art, and I don't want to
like fan art and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a good representation of Power Girl.
And the boot window. Hi everybody. Can you imagine going to work like that? Because they're not the Fantastic Four. They're not scientists and family first and foremost. So can you imagine going into work like this? Sue Storm.
I would, if I was Johnny Storm, I'd tell my sister that she needs to put some clothes on.
Yeah, like Sue, sis, you got kids.
I mean, that's my sister.
Yeah, think about your kids.
What's
yeah, really?
What's Krasinski's wife's name again? I forgot her name.
Emily Blunt.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'd see her in a boob window.
I'm just saying, if that's the costume she's wearing for the MCU, I'm buying tickets day one. Front row. Front row.
She said that she doesn't want to. She's not. They haven't been talked with her about it. I'm like, they've talked to her about it. Come on.
Come on. Krasinski was in the fucking Doctor Strange movie. They've talked to you about it at some point. If you don't want to do it, cool. But you can't tell me that they didn't go, your wife would be a great Miss Fantastic.
Yeah.
She would be. She was great with she was great with Tom Cruise in that movie I Keep Dying and Coming Back. God, that was such a good movie. I own that movie, which is rare for me. I love it so much.
They retitled the movie so it could sell better.
Yeah.
It's Edge of Tomorrow. What was it before?
It was Edge. Well, it was originally a manga.
Right. Called what?
Called All You Need Is Kill.
Right.
And then it got made into Edge of Tomorrow, the movie. And then it was retitled Live, Die, Repeat.
Oh, I wonder which one I have. I might have Live, Die, Repeat.
Real quick, this is unrelated to Emily Blunt, unfortunately. I put it in the title, so I might as well feature it, even though we're not going to talk about it. But Marvel revealed Spider-Rex, which is amazing, and I love everything about this.
He fights crime?
Because Marvel's doing the final saga for the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
To close out everything. Dan Slott's writing it with other people. And each issue will introduce new Spider-Verse characters. And one of the universes is Spider-Rex. And you have a spider dinosaur.
This is the first dinosaur I've ever liked besides Cadillacs and dinosaurs.
I love absolutely fucking everything about this design. This looks so badass, from the Majin Buu symbol on his chest to the colors. I love everything about this. I'm picking this up day one. I'm reading this day one.
Hell yeah. And
Next Imagine on it is explaining to me who Adam X was, and I sort of now remember hearing about him. Yeah. Thank you. Next Imagine on.
I know about the Lost Summers. I know that much.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do kind of remember that now.
So how much do you know about Edge of Spider-Verse, Jess?
Nothing. I mean, I know about Spider-Verse, but Edge of Spider-Verse? I think we could. I saw that Spider-Punk came out as an issue. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, they're going to introduce a lot of cool new versions of Spider-Man from the Spider-Verse. And one of the versions is this guy, Spider Kraven. In a universe. I think that so that's what I wanted to segue into real quick. We finally got more info about Kraven, the movie, unfortunately. And I think this is going to be a disaster. Morbius is going to look like a masterpiece compared to this nonsense.
It's going to look like Titanic.
Right. So the new Kraven the Hunter, to summarize things, I can't remember the actor's name, Quicksilver. Aaron Taylor Johnson, is that his name?
Yeah.
Or whatever. He revealed that the movie's shot already. They completed the shoot.
Oh, they have.
It was all done in location, no stages, no fake designs or whatever. Fake, what do you call it? Fake. I forgot the term.
Props.
Yeah, whatever.
Locations.
Fake locations, whatever. Stage nonsense.
Yeah.
So it's all shot on location, and they're doing this anti-hero role where Kraven is an animal lover, and he's saving the world. This makes no sense.
So he's basically Opus the Penguin in Night of the Mary Kay Commandos, where he goes and unleashes all the bunnies that are being tested.
Right.
From Bloom County.
Aaron Taylor Johnson, star of the Kraven movie, reveals his take on the character. That's a sweet mustache.
That is a
it says here, I'm sorry. One of Marvel's most iconic, notorious anti-heroes. Kraven's badass, but I don't think that's true. There are so many cooler anti-heroes than Kraven.
Well, he wasn't an anti-hero. He was a villain.
He's a villain.
He was a great villain.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Sony? What are you doing?
He's a hunter. He's a man with with conviction, an animal lover, and a protector of the natural world. He's a very, very cool character, said Taylor Johnson.
He's a hipster. He's a hipster is what he is. He's vegan. He loves animals. He probably gets a soy latte at first thing in the morning and sits outside the Starbucks because he's got a MacBook and he wants everybody to see that he's writing his screenplay that he swears is going to sell any day now. And he's got a 1-bedroom apartment in California that he's probably paying $5,000 for on his father's credit card. That's what he is in this movie.
That's an accurate description. I like it.
That's perfect.
Oh my god.
That sounds horrible. I'll see it on day one.
Okay,
I want to check this disaster out.
When is it releasing if it's finished?
Next summer, 2023, I think.
Okay, let's say they made it for $50 million. I say opening weekend, it makes $80,000.
I think it'll do. I don't know. It could go both ways. It could be bad. It could be okay, mediocre. But
this is gonna be Hellboy 3 bad.
Yes.
Where 2 people are in the theater.
I think this is gonna be a complete.
Well, yeah, because crap on Morbius all you like. At least they got the character right. Even if it's a bad movie, they got the look down. They got the origin story. Even if it was a crappy movie, they still understood the character. This is going against everything you know about the villain, Kraven the Hunter, who kills animals. He's not a good guy. He's not a pleasant dude. Eventually, he has a fixation on Spider-Man and he wants to kill him. So he's a hunter. If you're taking that away from him, you're turning this movie into something completely different. You're reimagining the
Kraven the Zookeeper.
Exactly. So, and Jared Leto is a bigger star than Aaron Taylor Johnson. So I don't see this doing as well. And this is pretty sad that I'm saying this. I don't see it doing as well as Morbius. At least Morbius had a name that people like, which is Jared Leto. Regardless if you dig him, if you think he's weird with the music and cultish behaviors, he's still a celebrity, a big-time celebrity. But Kraven, Aaron Taylor Johnson, I don't know.
No, those of you out there who pay attention to everything we say, remember this. It's going to have an $80,000 opening weekend.
God damn. No, I'm not even going to go that bad.
If we're still around doing Omnibros by the time this damn movie comes out, that'll be the trivia question for that week.
Yeah. When it
what
comes
did
out,
Jeff say the movie was going to make back in 2022?
Right.
2022.
These guys will remember.
I'm going to say 35 mil. Which
No,
is pathetic.
35 mil?
But that's pathetic these days, though. 35 million is nothing, Jess.
No, it's going to sell one ticket per theater.
$35 to $40 million. You know, all this. I firmly believe this is all just one elaborate plan for when El Muerto comes out. Everybody goes, oh, "Hey, it wasn't at least Kraven."
El Muerto.
They're gonna make El Muerto the Spider-Man of that universe, and he's gonna fight all the villains.
You
instead.
shut your poor mouth.
It's going to be El Muerto versus the Sinister Six.
That is not happening. You stop right now. And don't put that out there. Don't put that thing out there. Because you know how bad Sony is right now? Don't put that shit out there because they won't do it.
Somebody at Sony is going to be looking for random YouTube shows, and they're going to find ours.
No, you put it out in the universe.
I like that. I'm going to make it.
I'm craving some action.
That's going to be the catchphrase?
Oh yeah, Raphael says Morbius did 39 million opening weekend. Use that as a guideline.
30.
Sticking with 80,000.
I'm saying 30 mil. This is going to be 30 to 35 mil opening weekend. This is going to bomb. I don't even. Stop, Sony, fucking stop. Okay, just stop. You don't need to do this anymore.
This has those in Spy versus Spy in Mad Magazine. They used to have those bombs they threw at each other. That's this kind of bomb. It's a black circle with the fuse coming out, and it's going to blow up and be a disaster.
This looks horrible. Nothing about this sounds like they got the character right. Nothing about this sounds like they care about the source material. This is just, for whatever fucking reason, Sony is stuck in the mid 2000s and just keeps putting out these horrible mid 2000s movies. They're terrible. They really are. They keep acting like Iron Man and the MCU hasn't happened.
You know, I'm usually the very first one to say before you judge a movie, you have to see it. But I'm recanting that. I'm reeling that back in to say this is going to be awful from beginning to end.
Look at that. Amazing. Cinematic gold.
I have no idea who that is.
That's the actor that's playing Kraven.
That's Anya Taylor-Joy or somebody?
Aaron Taylor Johnson. He played Quicksilver in
Although I would pay tickets to see Anya Taylor-Joy as Kraven the Hunter.
Now that'd be good.
I'd pay tickets to see that. What kills me about this is that they can't do that Kraven story. I don't know why I'm blanking on the name of it. Kraven's Last Hunt. They can't do Kraven's Last Hunt anymore because it doesn't make sense with this character.
No, and that was a classic read.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
We have Aaron Taylor Johnson as Sergei Kravenov, Ariana DeBose, I don't know how to pronounce her name, sorry, as Calypso, and Christopher Abbott has been cast as the main villain, with Alessandro Nivola also as a villain, and Russell Crowe is going to be in it as well.
Who's the main villain? Some tester in a cosmetics lab?
They haven't said anything yet on the villain. I don't know.
Oh.
Wouldn't it be funny if at the end, Morbius shows up with Michael Keaton, and they're like, "We're building a team together. Let's do it.
It's Morbin time.
It's Morbin time."
The villain is a barbecue pitmaster. Watch. It'll be something like that. You know what? Fuck it. Just, it doesn't matter because nobody's going to see this.
He's like the biggest barbecue guy in the States. He's got a huge spread of all kinds of barbecue that he makes.
Kraven's Last Hunt with Venom. I don't know. It'd be a
Stop.
little bit weird.
Stop. No. Just
No.
Everything that Sony is doing, they just need to let it go and just go, you know what? We're just gonna loan Spider-Man out to the MCU. They clearly know what they're doing.
El Muerto, who's next? Hoppy Bunny or whatever her name is.
The White Rabbit.
White Rabbit.
Stiltman will get
Make
his
a
own
movie about her.
Wait a minute. I want to share a picture here real quick. Amazing Spider-Man.
NFL, dude. The villain will be the CEO of British Petroleum or JP Morgan Chase. I like that.
Yeah, there's about a bit El Muerto. That's like, who even knows? At least the spot makes sense because for
you're getting an El Muerto movie before an Inhumans movie. Look at that.
Look at the Spider-Man villains, the rogues. Did nobody at Sony look at this and pick out a character and went with El Muerto? Like, you could do Lizard, you could do Scorpion, you can do Doc Ock again, you could do a new Electro. All these wonderful characters, Hobgoblin, Carnage. Give him a solo movie. I don't care, whatever.
I'm gonna have to go on Marvel Unlimited and search El Muerto so I can at least read a story about him.
There's only two.
I don't even know what he looks like.
This guy. And
There's
only two.
Don't show me a picture of Bad Bunny.
No.
I'm aware that Bad Bunny plays him.
No, I don't want to show you that.
The thing is, you know what? Black Cat, a solo Black Cat movie could work. Wow.
Well, I'd see a Black Cat movie.
That's El Muerto.
That does not look like Bad Bunny.
I like that they got a Puerto Rican rapper to play a Mexican wrestler.
Oh,
that's spot on.
Does he have? He has swords on his back too, katanas or something.
That's the
no. He just has the mask, which gives him super strength or whatever crap.
What are the lines sticking out on the right?
Spider-Man's hand.
Oh, he's in the ring with him.
Yeah, the spotlights are on top of them, so you're seeing Spider-Man's hand.
Oh, he's a wrestler dude.
Yeah. He's like Bane, but crappier.
And not the Bane from the Harley Quinn cartoon who's so
no. That one's
Boy, the El Muerto Omnibus is going to be really small.
It's going to be $100, 2 issues.
El Muerto.
Who was first, Muerto or Bane? Of course, Bane.
Oh my
Black Cat, a heist movie. That would be great. A Black Cat
that would
movie?
be great. And Domino should be in it too.
That'd be
She
great.
doesn't need Spider-Man whatsoever to make a successful movie.
I'd totally watch that.
You know what? You hit the nail on the head though, because they picked a Puerto Rican rapper to do a Mexican wrestler, and you just know somebody at Sony Studios went, they're the same shit. Puerto Rican, Mexican, it's the same thing.
Yeah, the capital of Puerto Rico is Mexico City, so
Acapulco, baby.
Yeah.
The Swarm will be cool. Black Cat, people who don't know and sometimes know will consume this shit probably. But you guys know better.
Tiny amount of people.
You guys know better. Don't watch bad stuff. Just don't watch it.
See, I'm in, man. I'm 30 movies into the MCU, so I'm gonna see it. That's the problem that I have right now.
I love this comment. $100, 2 issues, and Omar will wear a suit to announce it. Let's go. Guys, surprise omnibus announcement for 2023.
Oh I could see the art already for the photo.
Spider-Man versus El Muerto.
Oh my gosh. Do you think they sold it to him like, you're going to play a Spider-Man villain? Nice, but Spider-Man's not in it. Oh, okay. It's so easy. I've said it on the show before. Give Disney Tom Holland and keep Andrew Garfield and make the Sony universe with Andrew Garfield and
Don't
all
do
the
that.
Spider-Man villains, Sinister Six or whatever, and just leave Tom Holland to whatever the hell he's doing in Disney.
Don't do that to Andrew Garfield. Don't do that to that poor man.
Yeah, he seems like a nice guy.
He
I
just got
really like-
redeemed.
Honestly, out of the three, I kind of prefer him the most. Of the three Spider. That's
You want to know
my hot
something?
take.
I kind
That's
of
a
agree
hot
with you.
take. What?
I don't think. No. I don't think he's a terrible Peter Parker. I don't think he's that bad at it.
I don't think so either. He's just not my favorite of the three.
I'm not saying the movies are good. They're not. I'm just saying out of the
No.
three, I would want to see more movies with him fighting the villains and all that stuff.
I want to see him visit a universe where Gwen Stacy's still alive. Spider-Man Multiverse of Madness. He goes on a search for a world where Gwen Stacy is still alive. Scarlet Witch is in it. America Chavez. And he finds Gwen Stacy. Okay, boom. There's your screenplay.
You know, after having just watched that again, I liked it better the second time. I like the movie a lot
that's
better.
good.
Yeah,
Because you
I
were
did enjoy
sort
it
of
better.
lukewarm on it the first time.
Yeah, I still have problems with it, but I liked it better the second time. And
Here's
the thing
an
is, I asked,
actual part from the comic.
Why would
That whole
Spider-Man? What got Spider-Man in the ring there?
I don't know.
Did they have Mary Jane hostage or something?
I think Riley has read this issue.
that wouldn't
Oh,
surprise me.
I'm sure.
And El Muerto went máscara contra máscara with the so-called Spider-Man.
And you know what,
With the
Gio?
so-called
Kind of talking about the Andrew Garfield stuff, I think he had the best web slinging.
he had the
I
best
love-
web slinging and quips. He was very quippy. I liked him.
He was very quippy. Yeah, I think, and I love the way that they made the suit, so the suit kind of fluttered in the wind, and you have that opening shot of the second movie, which is great, and it just makes sense. I think there are bits and pieces of it that are much better than the Tom Holland stuff.
It's all Emma Stone.
Well, I love Emma
Won't be
Stone.
Peter Parker with no Gwen. He was a
Mhm.
great Spider-Man though. But he had character growth in the Spider movie, the new one. So if you do a new one, he wouldn't be so mopey anymore.
I forget. Did he do 2 or 3?
Two. He
Two.
never got the trilogy.
Okay.
First
which
one
is
was
what
okay.
people wanted them for Sony to give him a third movie to finish off his story.
Mm.
First one was okay. Second one was not that great. There's a deleted scene where his father comes back and he's standing by the grave of is it Gwen Stacy or Aunt May? I forgot who it is. It's Gwen Stacy, right? His father comes back and he
Gwen.
was like, "I've been in hiding because my enemies were after me," or something like that.
Peter
'cause
Parker's father?
because they pulled and I can't remember the name, the man from the shadows. He was in the two Spider-Man movies, and he was actually associated with Kingpin in the comics. He debuted in a Marvel licensed novel, and then like many years later jumped into the comics. Gus something, I can't remember his name.
Gus
That's part
Buzz?
let me check on the name real quick.
What are you talking about?
The Amazing Spider-Man movies with Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
At some point, they were setting up the Sinister Six with a character called the Man in the Shadows.
Oh.
He turned out to be the Gentleman. His real name is Gustav, not Goose. Sorry, Fears. He debuted back in 1999 on Spider-Man: The Gathering of the Sinister Six, which was a novel, and then he made his comic debut in Civil War 2 in 2016. So they were setting up that storyline and how the Gentleman was involved in the murder of the Parkers, but it turns out Richard Parker survived. I really wanted to see what they were going to do with that, but it got canned.
Oh, so it was left on a cliffhanger. I see what you're
Yeah.
saying.
So in the second movie, there's a deleted scene where Richard appears and he's like, "I survived."
Yeah. Do you remember Mr. Burns when he was Deep Throat and he was kind of hiding in the shadows and stuff like that?
That was
like that.
That
Skinner.
that was
Skinner.
Smithers. Smithers was the
Smithers.
one that was in the shadows.
It was kind of like that.
So
Where he's in the shadows with a cigarette, and then all of a sudden the flashlight comes on, and he goes, "Ah, damn it! Follow the money."
Oh my god. I was watching Simpsons the other day, and season 5 has so many fucking good episodes.
Oh,
man.
every episode in season 5 is good. Every
that's the one-
episode.
Where Homer goes into space kills me every time.
Look out! They're ruffled.
They also have the Apu where he gets fired from the Quickie Mart. Who needs the Quickie Mart?
And they go to visit the guy, the head guy.
You have 3 questions. What is it? Are you really the head of the Quickie Mart? Yes. Really? Yes. For real? Yes. Okay, that's the end of the question. So he gets kicked out.
And it said, like, above him, it said, "The exalted leader knows all, except there's only $20 in the safe," or something like that.
There's no cash in the safe or something like
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was, oh my god, that Apu Quickie Mart one was so great.
Where he gets shot and the bullet that was already inside of him ricocheted the bullet that they shot him with. What was it? It was who's that actor that was in that episode?
What one was that?
That's the Apu episode.
Oh, the Apu episode. That was James Woods.
Yes, James
Woods
took over
the Quickie Mart.
He took over the Quickie Mart.
He was so great. James Woods was so funny as the operator of the Quickie Mart.
So good, man. I love that episode.
Oh my gosh. There was a question there. Oh, Kevin says something about the Madam Web movie. We haven't talked about that.
She's Spider-Man. I don't like the whole Madam Web movie idea. So Madam Web, she's going to be played by Dakota Johnson, who was in the 50 Shades of Grey movie.
Yeah. Also Suspiria, which she was really good in.
Yeah.
Good.
And supposedly, they've said that Madam Web will be the equivalent of Doctor Strange for the Sony Spider-Verse universe or whatever. I'm with you that we don't really need a Madam Web movie. She could just show up in other movies. But I don't think they're going to do the wheelchair or the chair thing with her. I think she's going to be mobile. And I think she's going to be the key for the Spider-Verse thing.
So she visits the Venom set and then the El Muerto set and then
Exactly.
all these other sets and makes it all cohesive.
I think so.
Every bad Sony movie ever made, she's going to bring them all together. Morbius, Kraven.
You guys remember we were supposed to get an Aunt May movie where she was a spy in
Vietnam. Thankfully that got canned.
She was going to be a spy in Vietnam or something like that. Or the Cold War.
If it was Marissa Tomei, I would watch it.
Have you seen her in The Wrestler?
I am in love with her in The Wrestler and prefer not to talk about it on the air.
We got you.
Yeah, that was the biggest piece of shit.
She's
a stripper in The Wrestler that nobody wants to get a lap dance from because she's too old. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Marissa.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm here to talk to you about the Spider Initiative. That'd be funny if that happened.
El Muerto opens the door and there's Madam Web.
She's gonna recruit all the Spider villains.
And Muerto's the one that connects it all.
Morbius and Kraven are with her. I'm here to talk to you about the Spider Initiative.
Vulture.
No, Bad Bunny can't speak English that well, so I'm here to talk to you, Spider-Man Initiative.
Let's see. Madam Web has been rumored since 2019. And
I actually like the sound of Madam Web better than anything else.
I think it could work.
at least it's a little spidery. She's a little spidery.
Guys, you are giving way too much credit to Sony. You're giving way too much credit to the studio. Okay. All right.
Hayden says, speaking of Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness made it very easy to wipe out the Sony universe. Just say Michael Keaton in Morbius caused an incursion.
You know what? Double or nothing, just burger bet. I'll pay up on this one.
I've been waiting for this burger since 2018.
You know what? I will pay up on this one. Honestly.
Okay.
What's
the bet?
I'm in a better state financially. I've got my head in a better place.
Okay, fair.
I will double up on this. Rotten Tomatoes score on Kraven the Hunter movie. What do you want to put it at? And are we playing with Price is Right rules?
Okay, yeah, we should play with Price is Right rules.
Okay.
It will get an 11.
Damn, you're shooting really low. Fuck, this looks really bad.
This Kraven is going to be slightly better than Tommy Wiseau's The Room.
Gio, pull up Morbius real quick. I just want to see what the score was on Morbius.
Wait, hold on. Give me a second.
I think Morbius was popular, wasn't it?
No.
Wait. Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah. Critics, you can't trust the audience score. Look at this shit.
16.
Damn.
Which is it? 16?
Critic score is 16%. Shit, you might be onto something, Jess.
Yeah, I'm saying 11.
I will say,
if we're going on the tomato meter, yeah. I knew the audience liked it, but
there are a lot of people that really like the movie,
that
aren't on social media.
Right. So yeah, I'm giving Kraven an 11.
I'm gonna give it 25.
25.
I'm gonna give it 25.
I may be wrong on my box office, but man, I'm right on my tomato meter.
I think
we need to write this down. Everybody who's in the chat, write it down.
Critics 17, fans 65.
That's probably pretty close.
I never trust the audience score on this stuff.
I trust the audience and critics. Well,
I'm the complete opposite.
Well, yeah, but we're betting on critics. So you say 25 and I say 11. And if it comes in at 17 or something, we're just going to see who's closer. Or Price is Right, you've already gone above it, so you lose. If it comes in at 17 and you Price is Right it at 25, you've gone above it.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that. We'll play that.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Morbius, here's another game to add to this. Morbius had a budget of 75 to 83 million and so far has made in the box office $163.9 million.
See, I thought it did okay. What's the budget for Kraven?
That's what I'm going to look at now.
$1.36?
Kraven, Kraven the Hunter film.
I don't think we'll get a sequel. I don't think we'll get a sequel to this, though. I think this is a one and done. They're going to cut their loss after this.
For Morbius?
For Morbius, I think they're going to cut their loss.
Oh,
they tried to put it back in the theaters, and they only made $80,000 when they put it back in the theaters over the weekend.
I may need to rejigger my figure to like 10 million.
They shouldn't have done that. Honestly, they should have just let the meme keep building and building and building, and maybe next year do like a special event and re-release it. But so soon after it went off theaters, that was a bad move, in my opinion. It killed all the hype.
Okay, let me read 80,000. That's kind of ridiculous. What did you say it was going to do? 30 million?
30 to 35 million opening week.
Okay, I'm going to revise it to 10 to 12 million.
Okay.
IMDb says this movie is expected for January 2023.
That's already a bad sign.
For Kraven the Zookeeper?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is with January, Jess, is that it's after the holiday season, and January is with movies. It's considered a dump month because it's not going to make it to the summer. It doesn't make it to the February stuff. It's where they put all the worst stuff because nobody's going to the movies. Everybody's kind of past the holidays. Everybody's broke. So January is like, we have no faith in this. So we'll just put it there.
And that's what they're saying here?
January 2023 is when this comes out.
So they're putting it in the dump month then.
Yeah.
Morbius flopping is probably what caused Sony to release an extended cut of No Way Home so they can make at least a few dollars this year. I can see that happening. Being the reason.
I should get that. I do love that movie.
I need to get the 4K release, but it has such a bad cover. I hate the cover for that movie.
You know, we were watching. Oh, sorry, Jeff. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, does the 4K, is that the extended release? The extended cut, rather?
The extended cut is coming to theaters later this year.
Oh.
Yeah, only theaters.
Oh.
Yeah. It's the more fun edition, I think. Something like that. I don't know.
We were watching Multiverse of Madness earlier today, my wife and I, and the Illuminati part comes on, and I just asked my wife, "Do you know who any of these people are?" She goes, "Fuck no." I'm like, "Okay, cool. All right, good job." She's like, "I don't even know Professor X." The only one she knew was Professor Xavier, and I was like, "Well, that one is Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four." And she goes, "Oh yeah, I remember those movies from the 2000s." I'm like, "Okay, you remember that one?" And then I had to explain basically who Black Bolt was, which was a fun 10-minute conversation, and she just looked at me like, "What?" At the end of that,
he lives on the moon.
Yeah, that was fun.
I mean, yeah, it's weird, but
she was disappointed in how they died. She's like, "Really? They all died like that, huh?" Yeah.
I honestly think they shouldn't have died the way they did. I get it. I get the plot. Whatever. She was awesome in the movie, but like killing off the characters like that. Come on, man. Black Bolt? Nah. I'll tell you what. Black Bolt has self-control better than most martial artists who are known to have like the best self-control in the whole game when it comes to patience and yoga and all of the other techniques or whatever combined. And if he can sleep without snoring, which has been stated in the comics, because a snore might kill off everybody because it would explode the building. I get that he panicked when he saw that his mouth, or when he felt his mouth was missing, but I didn't buy it that he would.
I don't think he panicked though. I think it just ricocheted from his lips right back at him.
No, I watched it again today. He panicked. I watched it again today.
He panicked and tried to yell, and it exploded.
Yeah, I watched it again today because I was thinking the same thing that Gio was thinking. First thing that I caught was he didn't say anything, and then his mouth was shut, and then that's when he went, and then.
Oh, okay.
And if he's a mute, he's a silent character. I don't think he would be shocked, or like I think he would remain calm that his mouth is missing because he doesn't talk. It's not something that he uses.
Yeah, that whole scene to me, I was underwhelmed with a lot of that stuff.
Technically, couldn't he breathe really hard through his nose then and go and blow her away?
All I'm saying is we need Black Bolt to come back into the regular universe and kick some ass.
I totally agree with that.
Because I really wanted to see Black Bolt versus Hulk or Black Bolt versus Thanos, and we didn't get any of that.
Oh man, Black Bolt versus Thanos in Infinity, that shit is awesome.
Yeah,
that's so good.
And in Planet Hulk, when Hulk fights Black Bolt in the moon, that scene was great. Even though Black Bolt loses, but still, it was awesome.
I'm going to throw Next Imagine on a bone and say we should. He's writing a 3-parter about why it's interesting that Kraven's being made into, animal rescue shelter guy.
Wait. I can't find the first one.
First one's a little bit up. The second one's at 10:06.
Next, here it is. As with Morbius, I have no faith in Sony to take a smart approach, but I think this reconceptualization of the character to conform to their viable solo franchise criteria is actually fairly canny. Yes, it's trite to recast him as another misunderstood or morally gray anti-hero, but keeping him as a game-hunting villain would essentially limit them to remaking the most dangerous game for the 15th time, and this radical hunter conservationist meets elite monster existential threat eliminator will at least repurpose him as a feasible Ulysses Elsa Bloodstone type swashbuckling hunter adventurer to work with.
You know what?
How did you work in
everything you said.
Ulysses and Elsa Bloodstone in the same sentence? That's impressive.
I understood everything he said on that one, and that was actually genuinely really impressive.
It actually makes a lot of sense.
Still gonna be a shitty movie.
I'm still saying 10 million.
I still wanted to see Kraven versus Spider-Man.
That is what I want to see. That is what the cool thing is.
Unless they do a surprise and introduce Holland in that movie. I don't know.
And I loved how Ultimate Spider-Man treated Kraven.
Oh, that's the best. Yeah.
That was so, as a big showman that just gets blown off and embarrasses himself.
Reality TV game show thing.
Yeah, that was such a great concept. Yeah. I loved that part.
Sony just wants to sell toys. That's true.
Yeah.
I want to get the Kraven Aaron Taylor Johnson hot toy.
With his bowl of lettuce.
Lou, what would you like to see this Friday for Herogasm on The Boys?
Nothing.
Oh, wow.
Nothing. I don't want to see any of that stuff. I'm curious how they're going to pull it off, but it's not like I'm jonesing to see like that whole scene.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not watching that episode until the kid goes to summer camp. Oh no.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, your kid.
Yeah.
I was like, is there a kid in The Boys? Okay.
That episode.
But I mean, how raw could it be? I haven't seen it yet. I mean, I really want it. Has it been pretty raw?
Dude. Last week, they did a parody of, not last week, the first week that it came back this season, they did a parody of the Ant-Man in the butt thing, only it wasn't in the butt. It was in the guy's...
In his gooey duck.
His gooey duck.
In his gooey duck, and he sneezes and he blows up inside the guy's gooey duck.
Whoa. That's cool.
And he blows up because he gets back to regular size, and the guy's torso is laying on the floor. And
nice. I kind of need to watch the show then.
Boy, that may have moved to the top of the list.
Watching The Boys is like watching porn. You're looking over your shoulder so nobody enters the room.
That's pretty accurate. Yeah, wow. That's pretty accurate.
Yeah, Dynamite is sending me the books to review, and this it's going to come with like several warnings all over it. I'm just going to keep repeating, this is not for everyone. Peace and love, but this is your warning. Violent, raw, sexual abuse, everything.
Now that you mentioned that, but sorry, go ahead. My bad.
No, I was just gonna say I watch The Boys on my phone. I don't watch it on the big TV or my tablet, just because.
Wow, it's that raw.
It's that raw, dude. And I have a 10-year-old in the house. There's no way I'm like, oh.
What is that on Amazon or FX or what is it?
Amazon.
Okay.
Oh, Jess, you said something that I was gonna quote. What was
about?
The Boys. The Boys books and how they're so raw and 18 and up. So you get a better understanding for us manga peeps. That is what we go through with Berserk. A lot of people see the hardcovers and they're like, I want to get Berserk. No, it's not.
And Berserk's that hardcore?
You read the first one. It gets a lot worse in the adult area later on. Like, wow. And it's not for everybody, but people see the books and they FOMO, like they'll watch an Omar video or whatever, somebody else, and they'll be like, oh, I want to get those books. No, get other stuff first. Read other manga and mentally prepare for what you're about to read, because it is some heavy shit. And with the boys, I can see that a lot of people will fall into the trap of being like, oh, that's the new omnibus, I better get it, without knowing if it's going to be for them or not.
I'm not sure if I can get all three, but I can at least get the first one. And I promised him I'd do a review of it, which is fine. But yeah, I'm going to have to put a lot of warnings about it.
Viewer discretion, freaking advised.
Okay. I'll use that exact phrase.
Hardcore as FCK. Peace and love. I'm off to Costco. A chicken bake is calling my name.
Oh, Lou, chicken bake.
Oh, my God. Good choice, sir. Good choice. Costco, you know what? There's one thing. There are a few things in life that are guaranteed. Death, taxes, and what is it, just $1.99 hot dog at Costco?
$1.50 hot dog.
At Costco,
it's always $1.50.
With a drink.
$1.50 with the drink. You're right.
Yep.
That was the condition the owner put on selling it. That he said, if you raise the cost of the hot dog, I will come back and haunt you for the rest of your life.
He really said that.
That was after they signed the contract. He said, you will absolutely not raise the price of that hot dog, or I will haunt you physically and after I'm dead for ever. So and that was like 5 or 6 years ago. It's still $1.50 with a soda, which is amazing because it's a good hot dog, really good hot dog. Yeah,
very good hot dog.
And I think it's a bottomless soda.
Yep, and the ice cream sundaes there, not bad either. They have the strawberry one that is delicious.
With the strawberries mixed in with the ice cream, holy guacamole! So
now
good.
you have yet to taste the chicken bake, correct?
Correct. I go at the wrong times. It's like after I've had breakfast or right after I've had lunch, and I just can't fit it in because it looks huge.
It is. It's delicious though.
Yeah, I definitely want to get it. I just got to go at a time when I can do it justice.
Speaking of justice, Jess, are you doing that Batman Reptilian review?
I
People
am.
really want you to review that book.
Yeah, people really do. I may just do a review of just it and not try and include any other books. Yeah, Roberto, I am going to do that. I may do that super soon.
Books and they start mentioning like Don Quixote or the Divine Comedy or Dracula as their first book. Yeah, it's heavy. It's some heavy stuff.
Are we talking about The Boys and Berserk?
I think so. Yes. I want to believe that's what we're talking about. Speaking of books, let me do the plug real quick because we're almost done with this show. You can get Berserk, The Boys, Omnibus, and all that fun stuff at In Stock Trades, your home for all things collected editions, whether it be Omnibus, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, manga, so much more. You get it up to 50% off. Loyalty discount stack on an extra 2% to that. And if you order $50 or more in your collected editions order, you get free shipping. Fantastic customer service and wonderful packaging at InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of Omnibros Live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. Proud sponsor since forever, and we love them.
And next Monday, it's going to be Fuck with a Viewer's $50 gift card.
That's a new segment. I love it.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to mention, I didn't talk about it. So if you guys don't mind, and I can mention Obi-Wan for like 2 minutes, spoiler free.
Why don't I just sign off and you can talk freely about it?
Don't worry about it. I'm not going to reveal anything. I just wanted to give my quick thoughts on it. I am going to change the description and thumbnail because we talked about a lot of stuff, and I want to do like a Kraven thumbnail because that was funny. Obi-Wan brought me back into the Star Wars world. I loved it. It is my favorite thing that they've done in ages. I absolutely loved all 6 episodes. Yes, there are a couple hiccups here and there, but it doesn't matter because the payoff is excellent and it's a snug fit into that space between episode 3 and 4. I didn't know I needed that, but it was so fantastic. Deborah Cho, I think, is the director. Fantastic work. The visuals look amazing. Everything was spot on. I love the transition from the prequel era into the original trilogy. Vader is awesome. Obi-Wan is fantastic. Ewan McGregor stole the show. He was great in it. And the final episode, it made all 6 feel like a freaking movie. Yes, Raphael, it should have been a movie. I agree with you 100%. Cut out a few things, and you could have repackaged it as a movie. It would have done amazing. The last 2 episodes are some of the greatest Vader things you will ever see, compared to like Rogue One and the original trilogy. It's up there.
Rogue One was pretty boss.
So I highly recommend it. I left the Star Wars community after The Last Jedi. I loved the movie, but the toxic fandom made me hate Star Wars, and I was really upset by that. It wasn't until Boba Fett showed up again, and now Obi-Wan, that I'm all in. Because I'm Mandalorian's cool, but I gravitate more towards these 2 things. So I loved it. And maybe next week, if Blue can watch the remainder. I can't talk right now. I'm tired. The remaining episodes, we'll do a proper video on the series. But I wanted to talk about it just for the hell of it.
I have caught up. I have watched every Star Wars thing. So
yeah,
maybe I always feel like I have to watch other stuff. But if I can binge watch Night Skies, I can binge watch Obi-Wan. And this is a Star Wars thing, which is my world. So...
And not all the episodes are an hour long. Keep that in mind. Some are like 45 minutes.
Okay.
So you can knock it out in one day.
That's okay. I'm fired up to see that.
I think you're going to really like it. It starts a little bit slow, but it picks up really good. And by episode 3, you're going to be hooked to watch all the way to the end.
Do you feel, because you mentioned it could have been a movie, do you feel like they left money on the table by not cutting this up and putting it in the theaters?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Hayden Christensen, I know not everybody likes him. I know Just isn't a fan of Anakin and all that. But he does an amazing job in the finale. I was really impressed. And the stuff that you see in there, when you watch the episode, Jess and Lou, turn your sound system up, because that that confrontation that it's going to happen, because that's the whole point of the freaking show, is goosebumps inducing. I loved every second of it.
All right, I'm watching it.
Also, real quick, nobody say anything in the chat. I'll ban your ass if you say anything.
I'm going to close the chat.
Yeah, there are 2 surprises in the finale. I'm not going to say anything, but try to keep away from spoilers, because I think you might enjoy the 2 surprises. There are 2 cameos that are really, really freaking cool. And I would recommend not knowing anything beforehand.
Is it Deja Thoris?
Oh, I wish. That'd be great. NC-17 Star Wars, let's go. But that's my review. Maybe next week, if all of us can get back together and do a proper discussion on it, we'll do that. But I didn't want to leave the chat hanging, because I did put it up on the thumbnail and all that.
Okay, that would be fun. Okay. I really do want to see it and watch it. 6 episodes is not a lot. Yeah, I don't want to say I'm going to do it, but I am extremely intrigued.
Yep.
Marvel,
more in depth on her powers and origins. Sorry, Gio.
Oh, must not be an Inhuman.
I'm not watching the show. I'm going to wait until it's over and then binge it or whatever. Because I was busy with Obi-Wan. I couldn't do 2 shows on the same day. I was too busy.
But I think you made the right choice.
Yep. It's fine. I saw episode 1. It's cool. I like the actress, but everything about it, I'm like, sure.
I've been reading a lot about that actress for Ms. Marvel, and she's a huge
she's
nerd,
awesome.
comic book lover. She's great.
Yeah.
She's not one yet. We'll see.
Keep holding out hope. Keep holding hope, guys.
Keep hope alive.
You still have that Shang-Chi Easter egg at the end of the movie that went completely unnoticed or whatever, where they said something's coming. You've activated the thingamajig, and it ended. You guys remember that with Brie Larson and Ruffalo?
I didn't notice.
I'm gonna
Brie
have to
Larson was in it.
rewatch that.
At the end, spoilers. They say the rings are like a beacon, and something is coming from
Oh.
space.
Yeah. I remember that.
So
Where are they at Avengers headquarters? Where are they?
I think so. They got portaled in to some
Oh.
lab. I think it's Avengers headquarters. I don't know.
Oh, the lab. Okay, I do remember that.
I think it could be either Fing Fang Foom, because I want to see that guy in the movies. Why not? With the giant freaking dragon. Or maybe do the Inhumans. I don't know. Maybe they're related to cosmic powers. I don't know. Whatever. Or maybe it's Galactus. Who knows?
Can you imagine the final episode of Miss Marvel? The final episode of Miss Marvel is you just see somebody coming into the shadows, and you're like, oh my God, they're going to bring in the Inhumans. And then you see a wheelchair, and it's Professor Xavier.
And the animated show theme plays.
And then I just close the episode. Bye.
And Gio quits the hobby.
Yeah. So that's it. That's all we got. We've been going on for 2 hours. It's a long ass episode, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said
We
I
made
had
some friends along
minutes.
the way. We learned about gooey ducks. We learned about Kraven. We learned about what were you guys talking about? Costco.
Yes,
House
and
of the Dead.
my prediction for Kraven was 10 million, and my Rotten Tomato score was 15.
I think you said.
Or did,
I think you said 11%.
I started at 11, and then I
Okay,
went to 15, and lose at
I'm going with-
25. I think. No, wait.
I said 20.
You know what? I'm gonna stick. I think I stuck with 11.
Sticking with 11.
I don't think
I'm
I
saying
raised it to
25.
15. I'm gonna keep it at 11.
Okay.
10 million and 11.
Double or nothing burger.
Double or nothing burger. This is going to be the most incredible burger. You are going to make it for me, and I'm going to come down there and eat it. I've seen your burgers before.
Thank you. Or
They're
just to save time, I'll buy it from you for Five Guys on Uber Eats or something like that.
Five Guys. Forget
You're not
it.
a Five Guys fan? No.
I like them, but not compared to your burgers.
Damn. I appreciate.
I've seen your burgers. They're pretty impressive. Do you make them for your wife?
Absolutely. She doesn't even eat cheeseburgers, but she likes the ones that I make.
Yeah, they're about 8 inches thick, and don't anybody say that's what she said.
Nah. All right, let's
Okay.
get out of here, guys.
You can find me on OmniDogs Vault on YouTube and OmniDogs_Vault on Instagram.
You can find me at Comics Guide 101 on Twitter and Comics Guide 101 on YouTube. God damn, this is an old school episode. We're almost at 2 hours and a half. Gio?
We outlasted our competitor.
Hell yeah. I mean, anyways, you can find my channel, We Can Geek Them, where I talk about anime and manga. And I have a gaming channel called Geekdom Gaming, where I talk about video games. Subscribe, help a brother out. I'm on the road to 3,000 subscribers. I need
job.
200 before the end of the year. Let's make it happen.
Dude, how long have you been on the Geek Gaming channel?
It started in 2020, but I accidentally locked myself out of that account, and YouTube was no help in getting it back. So it's just sitting there with random videos that I did. So I made a new one and found a catchier name, and I'm uploading it. I'm posting my Kirby Switch video, hopefully tomorrow night, because I was going to do it today, but I had some issues on the tech side, and I couldn't edit the video yet. But I have everything. I just need to assemble it all in one nice package.
On Instagram, I'm going to post pictures of me making out with that girl, Linya Claire.
Ooh.
So tune in for that.
And it's going to be drawn in the comic style, the Linyu style or whatever.
The Linya Claire style. Linya
Yeah,
Claire.
yeah.
Yeah, she was hot.
That's it. Are we gone? We going?
Peace and
We're
love.
good.
Peace and love.
Tomorrow, I don't know what we're doing tomorrow, but it will be another fun episode. Tune in.
Manga.
Manga.